a 6'2" senior. And the center, number 55, Scott Jensen, at 6'7", a senior. So Wilhelm, Brotzel, Koppinger, Ginter, and Jensen for Amery, and no surprises there. Coming out on the guards for the Osceola Chieftains, Ryan Johansen at 5'8", a senior. Number 21, Zach Floyd at 6'2", a senior. Number 31, one of the forwards, Brian Olsen at 6 foot. He is a senior. And here's maybe their star, number 33, Andy Dunham at 6'3", a senior. He was their fine quarterback throughout the football season. And the other inside, number 43, Jason Haas at 6'1", a junior. So Johansen, Floyd, Olsen, Dunham, and Haas for the Osceola Chieftains. Now, as they play the national anthem here, let's go back for a 90-second timeout.
Okay, we got you.
Everyone, Bill Haig along with Ray Norstead, Mike Jensen, and again, as you look at it on your screen, Steve Hagen, your cameraman. Let's take it down to center court where the big guy, the house, Scott Jensen, steps in against number 33 rather, Dunham, and the tip controlled by Jensen into the hands of Ginter, given off to Wilhelm across at midcourt. Picked up immediately by Olsen, or Johnson rather, as they go right side to Koppinger. Down the baseline he comes, got underneath, clears, or feeds it into the lane to the big guy, and the house walks with the basketball. Well, he stepped to the left, had a clear opening for the basket, took it up off the board, and it came down through, but take it all away. He's called for traveling, the first turnover in the contest, and the Osceola Chieftains on offense for the first time as they race her into the front court. Nice pass up the middle, and down low goes Brian Olsen, who takes her down for two, and the Chieftains by a couple quickly. Just underway from Osceola. Glad to have you along on this Tuesday night. As Wilhelm brought it across, goes to Koppinger far side. He holds on, looking inside to the big guy, not there. Brotzel high on the right side, guarded closely by Brian Olsen. Down to the corner, they go to Koppinger. He's guarded by Zach Floyd. Koppinger still with the basketball. Lead pass into the big guy, beyond the outstretched fingers of the house, and out of bounds to the Chieftains on the baseline. Well, Amery with a couple of quick turnovers here, and the Chieftains back on offense for the second time. Dunham took the inbound pass, goes right back to Ryan Johansen, and Johnson runs into a trap, goes into the front court on the left side. And Amery takes it away as they try to go down low. It is Brotzel with the steal into the front court, and he'll pull up left side of the key. Now goes right side. That is Wilhelm to Koppinger. Koppinger to Ginter down low, rolls it in off the glass, and good. Nice play by the far side as they found Ginter, and he capitalizes on a nice play. So it's 2-2 as the Chieftains bring her down. A driving layup by Johnson, no good. The rebound, House finally comes down with it, has it tipped away by Johnson, out of bounds to Amery on the far side.
A little sloppy over there after we finally got the rebound and let him knock it away from us, but we were able to get her back. So Warriors going to throw the ball in here.
All right, the inbound pass will go to the house, to Brotzel. And a correction on the numbers that I gave you. I called Jason Haas. And that's not correct. It's Jared Haas, number 51. And as I mentioned, that Brotzel is stripped of the ball by Ryan Johansen, who moves into the front court and waited for the rest of the crew. Why he didn't keep going, I don't know. But he's fouled down low by Gabe Brotzel, who caught up with the play. So Gabe picks up his first foul. And the Chieftains will have it from the baseline, this side of the hoop. 6:22 to go, first quarter. A two-point ball game. Or I should say a tie ball game, 2-2. The inbound pass out high on the left side, three-point attempt put up and no good. The rebound comes down to Amery, And it was Jensen who whips her into the front court to Marcus Wilhelm, who waits for the rest of the crew. Goes down low to Brotzel. He drives the baseline, comes in from the far side, puts it up, and it's good. Amery by a couple now, 4-2. The inbound pass will go to Brian Olsen. Olsen runs into the trap in the backcourt, goes to the front court. That's Jared Haas. Back out near the timeline. Olsen got it again to Haas, driving down to the baseline and runs into the house. They'll call him for charging. So Jared Haas is called for charging, and so Amery will have it from the baseline. 5:51 to go first quarter. Glad to have you along. It'll be the house to throw it in from the left side of the hoop, and it goes to Wilhelm. Some light pressure put on there. He comes out of it, goes to Koppinger across on the near side, picked up by Olsen, or Floyd rather. Koppinger top the key still with the dribble. Coming near side. Floyd on him. Now gives off to Ginter coming out of the lane. Jake comes near side of the house, looking down low, goes across the lane to Koppinger. Steps in. Here comes the shot. Up, and it is going to be no good. Rebound fought for and pulled away by Zach Floyd. Nice rebound by Floyd.
Absolutely did a good job of going up there and among a couple of white jerseys and taking the ball down.
Well, a determined rebound that time, to say the least. Here's Osceola in the front court. Wow, they go across the lane. They find Johansen loose, but through his hands and almost out of bounds, held in by Zach Floyd, but the pass back in, no good. It'll be Amery's basketball from the baseline. The house will throw it in again, and again it's going to go to Wilhelm, and it's batted away, but picked up off the floor by Gabe Brotzel. Amery maintains possession, and Brotzel brings it across slowly. Pulls up right side of the key. A lot of pressure put on. Gives off to Wilhelm, racing to the right side. It is Ryan Johnson on him. To the house. In the lane, right side to go to Brotzel. In three-point range, shot on the way. No good, but the rebound comes down to Ginter. Muscles a shot up there, no good. Koppinger goes high in the air. Beautiful rebound by Koppinger. And they say he lost it out of bounds on the near side as he came out of the crowd. All right, now it's going to be Osceola basketball as we have a substitution in there for the first time. That is Dan Grimsrud, the 6'2" junior, wearing number 45. Inbound pass goes to Dunham on the far side. Given off to Brian Olsen, and Brian across on the left side, guarded by Brotzel. Pulls up on the dribble. On top they go to Grimsrud. And he'll just take a look now. 1-2 dribbles to the left. Goes to Johansen. Three-point attempt rejected by Brotzel. Held in by Brotzel. The Koppinger into the front court. Chased down by the Chieftains. And Grimsrud picks it up. Nice defensive play by Amery, but the Osceola Chieftains recover. They whip her into the front court. They find Dunham driving the baseline. He went underneath, tried the hook shot. No good. Rebound pulled down by the Chieftains. Grimsrud tried the shot. No good. And on the rebound, it is Olsen who gets hacked. And I think it's Wilhelm down low.
It is. You're right.
Marcus picks up number 1.
You got those bifocals working tonight, I can tell.
4:13 to go first quarter. And Amery by a couple. So a lot of action, but not a lot of scoring. And a set shot from the far side, good for 2 by Zach Floyd. And now we've got a tie ball game, 4-4. Amery into the front court quickly. It is Brotzel to the house, taking a look down low. Finds Koppinger there. He'll try the shot. No good. It rolled off. Rebound Ginter. He'll put it up good, and he's fouled. What a play by Ginter.
He's got a couple of those now where he's brought down those good rebounds and gone back up strong, and didn't make that other one, but he got this one through.
Well, he has really matured as a basketball player. And he has had fine outings. He's done an excellent job, particularly down low. He'll step to the line, trying for the three-point play. It is complete. Ginter now with 5. Amery leads at 7-4, and the Chieftains have the basketball. Ryan Johnson will bring it across through the circle. Gets by Wilhelm, goes to the post. Jump shot missed. It was the house who pulled it out of the air. Given off to Brotzel down on the right side for the Amery Warriors. He goes to the top of the key, pulls up there, needs help, comes to Marcus Wilhelm. Now he's on top, dribbling the basketball. Drives to the right side, goes to Ginter. Taking a look, and the ball tipped away by Grimsrud. Nice defensive play by number 45, Dan Grimsrud. As the Chieftains bring her down, a lackluster shot taken on the baseline by Zach Floyd, rejected by Koppinger, out of bounds to Osceola, as Maya Fredrickson will be coming in for the first time. Ginter will get a rest. The Chieftains from the baseline, near side, 3:21 to go, first quarter. Matt Lindee getting ready to come in as well. Inbound pass comes near side. Brian Olsen took it high in the air. Now moves into the paint, puts the shot up off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound. Turnaround shot coming again. It is no good. Rebound far side, put up and no good by Dunham. And the rebound to the house. Amery's basketball. They lead by 3 as Wilhelm comes across on the right side. Picked up by Johnson. Near side to Brotzel. Down to the corner is Koppinger. Koppinger drives in the lane. Here comes the fadeaway jump shot. No good. Rebound pulled down by Grimsrud. To Johnson. Tied up by Wilhelm. He's on the floor, and we've got a scramble for it. It'll be, well, I don't know what they called. Timeout?
Traveling.
Okay. Marcus calling timeout as he's rolling around on the floor. And Coach Steve Wilhelm coming out for a word with the referee. We'll leave it alone and tell you we'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Welcome back once again, everyone. Amery will throw it in from the near side. Some quick thinking by Marcus Wilhelm enabled them to hang on to the basketball as he called timeout, laying on his back. And so play resumes. Amery in the front court. Wilhelm goes to the house. Post down low. Fredrickson there took the pass, put it up with a nice touch, put it through. Now it's 9-4, Amery by 5. The Chieftains to bring it down. Ryan Johnson, the 5'8" senior guard, comes across, picked up by Matt Lindee, now in there for Amery. Left side, they go to Grimsrud. Far corner, that is Olsen driving down low. Got there, but he stepped on the baseline, out of bounds to the Amery Warriors. So the 9-4 score intact, and it'll be the house throwing the ball in. It'll go to this side to Koppinger, and he runs into Ryan Johnson, and Koppinger called for using his shoulder, and the first foul on the 6'1" junior tonight. Third team foul on Amery, and the Chieftains will throw it in from right down in front of us.
I'm interested to see if they're going to call those falls like that all night long. That could have gone either way, I guess. He definitely dropped his shoulder, but...
And as we mentioned, that play resumes in the front court. Amery almost had a steal as Koppinger almost got it back. As they alley-oop it into Johnson. Nice rejection. I don't know if it was Wilhelm or Lindee.
Lindee.
All right, Lindee pulled out of the air by Koppinger. Here he comes into the front court. Had the ball stripped by Johnson. Loose on the floor as Dunham picks it up. Comes near side to Brian Olsen. And Brian Olsen throws it away as he tries to go to Johnson in the front court on the far side. So, not a whole lot of rhythm on the part of either team here as Brotzel and Ginter will come back in. The house is going to get a rest, and Koppinger coming out of there with 1:58 to go in this first quarter. Still 9-4, Amery by 5. Inbound pass goes to Matt Lindee, and he'll bring it across. Comes near side to Wilhelm. Marcus with the basketball taking a look. Left alone. Alley-oops down to the baseline. That is Fredrickson back to Marcus. Wanted to go. Now goes to the paint. Far side to Lindee. He'll step in. Now alley-oops near side to Fredrickson. Working his way in, back out to Marcus. Left side, Lindee left open, does not go. Looking at Ginter, back out on top, Wilhelm. To the free throw line, Maya Fredrickson had a shot partially blocked, pulled out of the air by Grimsrud, and it is stolen away by Lindee, given off to Fredrickson inside Brotzel there. Here comes a shot, missed, rebound, front court, and a power rebound by Dunham. Into the front court he goes, down to the baseline. And before he gets there, a foul called down low, and it'll go against Marcus Wilhelm. Boy, I'll tell you, that looked like football for a moment as Dunham got up a full head of steam, and there was no stopping him.
Well, we know what a fine athlete he was, just an excellent quarterback for the Osceola Chieftains, and he definitely cleared the boards there the last time up there. Nobody was going to take that one away from him.
All right, the inbound pass goes high to Ryan Johnson. He tries a three-pointer, no good. Matt Lindee goes high in the air for the rebound. Everybody leaves him alone as he brings it across and comes near side to Wilhelm. Marcus steps toward the post, and he'll have to go down low. And a nice read by Floyd as he takes the pass away, intended for the baseline. And Osceola back on offense with 1 minute to go. Floyd down, tries a three-pointer, in and out. Rebound comes down to Lindee. Amery on offense again. 52 seconds to go as Amery slows things down. Wilhelm comes near side to Lindee, now to Maya Fredrickson. Fredrickson across the lane, intended for Wilhelm, and Grimsrud with a great defensive play, but cannot quite hold on the out-of-bounds line, far side, and it'll be Amery from across the way.
A little sloppy play here on both teams here so far. We need to settle down a little bit here and trying to get some kind of rhythm for both sides.
And as you mentioned that, it is Wilhelm near side, or to Lindee near side, back to Wilhelm far side. And Marcus now drives to the free throw line, dishes off to Lindee. He backs out of there, back out on top, right side to go to Maya Fredrickson. To Wilhelm, playing with a couple of fouls here in the first quarter. Gives off to Maya Fredrickson with 22 seconds to go as they pull the defense out. Wilhelm and Lindee and Fredrickson. Now Lindee near side, left side of the key. He'll dribble a couple of times, goes down low to Brotzel in the corner. Brotzel dribbles up from there, fakes a pass in, goes to Lindee, right side to Fredrickson. Fredrickson now to Wilhelm, far corner, dribbles around Grimsrud, clears it out on top, nobody there. It'll be Osceola basketball. It came to the near side in Amery's bench, and time ran out, so no shot taken. Our first quarter score, Amery 9, Osceola 4. We're back in 1 minute. Welcome back, everyone. Inbound pass stolen away by Lindee and tipped right back into the hands of Ryan Johansen, who comes down, goes to Dunham on the left side, who missed an easy one. Rebound comes down to Ginter. Wow, a lot of fast action, some good action, but no points scored. Amery into the front court again. Koppinger to Lindee. Near side they go to Brotzel. Down low, it is Jake Ginter holding on to the basketball, guarded by Dunham. Out on top, Gabe Brotzel taking a look. Wow, he can go if he wants, does not go. Now they go to Koppinger, left side. He'll drive into the lane, tries a jump shot, no good, but he drew the foul. It should go against the big guy, Andy Dunham. Well, they're kind of tied up there. No points scored, still 9-4. That was our first quarter score. And it'll be Andy Dunham with the call. So let's take a look now. Number 1 on him. Well, Ginter had 5 in that first quarter, and 2 apiece from Brotzel and from Maya Fredrickson. Zach Floyd with a couple, and Brian Olsen with a couple for the Chieftains. Koppinger at the line. He's a good, steady ball player.
I can tell you a little sooner, all we need to do is to get 64 points, because in 3 of their games out of the 4, they've scored 64, so we need to get 65.
Well, I don't know if we're going to get that far tonight. Second one on the way is no good up in front of the rim. Rebound tipped around. It'll be Ginter who holds it in, clears it out to Lindee. And out of the house. Jump shot put up near side, or far side rather, and it's good. And the house has got a good touch. So now it's 12-4. Amery by 8. Lindee almost with a steal, and now we've got a good wrestling match going on, and a foul called on Ginter. Wow, he just plain got, somehow, Ginter just plain got tied up. Jake Ginter called for the foul.
It's interesting because one ref did call a jump ball, and it was a right call. There's no question about the fact it was a foul. It just
it looked like Lindee had got him first, is what I was going to say, but the action slowed down for a moment. And, you know, this is the first time that we've run into a team that's throwing a lot of take-for-granted passes, or else Amery just playing exceptionally aggressive here, if you want to use those words. But we've certainly taken away a lot of passes here tonight. Of course, both teams have been guilty at times. And as I mentioned that, the Chieftains are working it around the perimeter back on offense. Out on top, they go to Ryan Johansen. Three-point attempt from the near side, no good, but a foul underneath. And it's going to go against one of the Amery Warriors down low, trying for the rebound. And as the referee comes over in front, we'll find out quickly. It's going to be number 40, Matt Koppinger. And for Koppinger, that's foul number 2. So Wilhelm with 2 and Koppinger with 2. Brotzel and Ginter each have 1. The inbound pass will go out high to Ryan Johansen. Left side of the key, guarded by Lindee. Near side, they come to Olsen. Three-point attempt, no good. Air ball. Rebound comes to the big guy, House. Into the front court to Brotzel, down low by himself. Then Brotzel takes it in for 2. Well, timeout called by the Osceola Chieftains. Amery leads at 14-4 as they talk things over. Let's go back for a 1-minute timeout. From Osceola, the Amery Warriors are leading the Chieftains 14-4. 6:37 to go in the first half. Well, I'm sure this is quite in contrast to what the Chieftains have experienced thus far this year, coming in here 4-0, Amery 3-1. And even though Amery has a 10-point lead, neither team really lighting up that scoreboard. And the Osceola Chieftains have yet to get into sync here. Once they get on track, I'm sure it'll be a little bit different here. Ryan Johansen brings it across after the timeout. Goes to Grimsrud. Down the lane he comes. Shot missed. Rebound tipped out by Brotzel. Picked up by Olsen. Clears it out to Johansen. He drives in the paint. Shot put up and no good, but a foul coming against Jake Ginter in the lane. Well, not a very aggressive foul, but he somehow hooked the arm, and Johansen went flying as Jake picks up number 2. Coming back in now is Jared Haas, and Grimsrud will get a rest. Ryan Johansen will step to the line for the first time. He is scoreless. He'll be shooting a couple. The first one on the way is in and out. So it's still 14-4, and the 5'8" senior will try it again for Osceola. The second one on the way is good. So he scores for the first time. Now we're looking at a 14-5 game. Inbound pass. House goes to Wilhelm. To Koppinger. And Matt will come around Olsen into the front court. Nicely done by Matt Koppinger. Out on top they go to the House. At the free throw line. Had the ball stripped away. Picked up by Dunham. 2-on-1. Left side to go to Johnson. Kicked down to the bounce by Ginter as they tried to come back to Dunham on the near side. Well, wait a minute. They're going to give it to Amery. Apparently Johnson stepped on the baseline.
He did.
And as I mentioned that, Dan Grimsrud is going to check back in. And who's coming out of there? Ryan Johnson will get a rest for the first time. The House will throw it in as Amery will take it the length of the court here. 6:05 to go in the first half. 14-5, Amery by 9. Brotzel takes the inbound pass. Grimsrud on him. Brotzel gives off to the House quickly to Koppinger across on the near side. He goes to the top of the key. Comes near side to Wilhelm. Marcus with the basketball, guarded by Olsen. Marcus still with the basketball. Goes to the near corner. That's Brotzel who drives in. Jump shot off the glass. Good by Gabe Brotzel. And Brotzel now with 6. Don't forget he had 26 the last time out as Olsen brings her check that. It was not Olsen. It was Floyd who tried it from the baseline as the Chieftains came down quickly. Missed a shot. Rebound to the House. Given off to Wilhelm across going to Koppinger. A baseline pull-up shot from the near side is good. And Amery has warmed up here as they lead it now 18-5.
Jake did the same thing he did last time. He hit the ball again out of bounds, and he got the warning this time instead of the technical right off the bat.
Now we saw that happen twice at Amery. And as we mentioned that, the Chieftains bring it across Olsen to Haas. Now they go down low to Dunham. And the House doing a good job on him. And the Chieftains almost had it taken away. Saved by Grimsrud. Back down low to Dunham. He gets loose, puts it up, and it's good. Nice play by the Chieftains. And Dunham capped it off. So Amery across on the near side. Wilhelm took it from Koppinger. Goes down low. Ginter awaiting. Goes around Dunham. Rolls it up off the glass and good. Nice play by Ginter. Give him 7. And Amery leads at 20-7.
Jake having a good game here so far tonight.
Wow, he is strong inside. Here's the Chieftains in the front court. Jared Haas goes left side. Here's a drive down the baseline by Grimsrud. Clears it out on the near side to Brian Olsen. He'll go to Jared Haas, top of the key, and before he can get going down the lane, he's called for traveling. A turnover there, and the Amery Warriors will get it back. The House will throw it in from the near side. Wilhelm is awaiting. He takes the inbound pass, picked up by Grimsrud with some light pressure as he goes across on the right side into the front court. Now top of the key left side to Koppinger. Pull-up jump shot is off the glass, no good. Rebound, that shot was tipped, by the way. Dunham with a nice rebound for the Chieftains. Gives off to Olsen, who whips her into the front court. Deployed down low to Haas. He gets loose. His shot came off the backboard. And it was House who pulled it away, given off to Wilhelm, drives the lane, feeds near side, and a foul down low as Koppinger took a baseline shot. But a foul called on one of the Chieftains down low. Number 21, Zach Floyd, called for the second time. And let's take a look. Amery will have it from the baseline. Number 25, checking in for the first time tonight. That'll be Ben Olsen, a 6'3" junior for the Chieftains. And Zach Floyd coming out of there. Inbound pass goes to Koppinger after the fall to Jensen. Baseline fadeaway, no good. Rebound pulled away by Jared Haas. Given off to Olsen. Left side, Grimsrud. He runs with the basketball.
And he did. Just one extra step over there. Just not a real smooth ball game yet, Bill. I know it's a little tough for you to try and call it. It's a little helter-skelter, I guess. Put it that way.
Well, as you mentioned that, Ray, the Amery Warriors bring it across. Wilhelm, high on the right side. Grimsrud on him. He goes to Brotzel. Turnaround jump shot put up and good. And Brotzel is the man who can really lead this team offensively. 22-7. The Chieftains across as Fredrickson will get ready to come back in for the Amery Warriors. The Chieftains in the front court. Olsen left side tries a three-pointer. Good. And that could warm him up real quick. As Olsen hits from the outside, give him 5. Now it's 22-10. Amery's lead cut to 12. Brotzel across for the Amery Warriors. Olsen all over him. He fakes a handoff to Wilhelm. They go down low. The House awaiting goes by the defense. What a play by the House who missed it, but the rebound to Brotzel. And Brotzel takes it in for 2. He has 10 down. It's 24-10, Amery by 14. Well, I'll tell you, they're playing a good game down inside, aren't they, offensively?
They are. That time in particular, for Brotzel to go up and get that rebound and put it back down. There we had to travel and never call anything.
All right, and after kind of a razzle-dazzle shot, and I'm not even going to try to describe what happened, but...
Why not? That would be an easy one to explain that one. Jensen will handle that one for you. Just give that to him.
Let's just say that it's going to be Chieftain basketball from under their own hoop from the baseline. Matt Lindee trying to get in there. And let's see who's coming out for a rest. It'll be Marcus Wilhelm coming out for the first time, as Jared Haas will throw it in from the baseline with 2:47 to go in the first half. 24-10. Our first half score rather. And the inbound pass goes to Grimsrud, who went down low, tried to dish off, or did to Haas. He tried the shot, no good, and on the rebound, a foul called on Maya Fredrickson. That would be his first. And now the bonus in effect, and it'll send Haas to the line shooting 1-1. 2:41 to go in the half. Amery 24, Osceola 10. If by chance you just tuned in, the Warriors will be on the road Saturday night as they will be traveling to St. Croix Falls to take on the Saints and their first-year varsity coach, Todd Voss. And the free throw by Haas is missed. Rebound, Olsen went out of bounds to get it into the hands of Haas out high. Goes far side, chased down by Dunham in the quarter. Back out on top to Grimsrud. Near side to Olsen, three-point attempt. Tipped by Koppinger. Rebound by Dunham. His shot no good, and a foul down low. Well, they're controlling things.
Maya got the foul that time. Warriors really not doing a very good job here on the defensive board trying to get those rebounds. Osceola's getting 2 and 3 chances, and then we kind of foul them, so they're going to go to the free throw line. We need to get down the other end here for a while.
Definitely so. We've been camped down here for quite a while as Dunham steps in. And the free throw is good. Andy Dunham with 3 points now. He was scoreless in that first quarter. It's 24-11. Amery leading. Dunham trying for the second one, and it is in and out. Rebound fought for, and it'll be Dunham who caught up to it, could not handle it. Maya Fredrickson ends up with it and runs into a trap in the front court. Ball taken away by the Chieftains. Lead pass Grimsrud down low to Dunham. He cannot handle it. On the floor, picked up by Lindee. And Amery will survive. To Brotzel into the front court. Goes down low. Ginter waiting. Missed the shot. Rebound loose and pulled away by Brotzel. They'll call it a jump ball. Wow, up and down we go and nothing going through. And Amery will have it from the baseline.
And the bad news is we're going to have somebody on the injured list here pretty soon. The way this game is getting a little rough all of a sudden here.
Definitely so. Inbound pass goes to Brotzel. Guarded closely by Ben Olsen. Out on top they go to Lindee. Amery with the basketball. Lindee near side to Ginter coming out of the lane, looking down low. To Koppinger, right side to go to Brotzel. Brotzel holds on right side of the key, guarded by Grimsrud. Given off to Matt Lindee. Out on top they go to Koppinger. Matt with the basketball. Brian Olsen guarding him, and they'll call Brian Olsen for a foul as he tried to make a steal there. And so Olsen picks up number 1 as we see it from here. And the 5th team foul on the Osceola Chieftains. Amery will have it from right down in front of us. Maya Fredrickson will throw it in with 1:40 to go first half. Inbound pass goes to Matt Lindee. Lindee pulls up on the dribble, goes to Fredrickson, to Koppinger on the baseline. Out on top, Fredrickson in the circle. Jump shot put up and good. Nice touch by Maya Fredrickson. Give him 4.
No question about that one. Just right straight through.
26-11. Amery by 15 as Wilhelm and the house get ready to come back in. And as the Chieftains bring her down, Matt Koppinger with a steal. He brings it down for Amery. Feeds right side. Brotzel. 3-point attempt on the way is no good. Rebound. Ginter down low. Here comes a shot. No good, but he draws the foul. And it's going to go against, let's see, number 25, I believe, Ben Olsen. So Ben Olsen will pick up foul number 1. And let's take a look now. He is a 6'3" junior. Ginter will step to the line. For the second time tonight, he completed a 3-point play early in the first quarter. Free throw on the way is good. Nice shot by Jake Ginter. Give him 8 points now. It's 27-11 with 1:09 to go. Ginter to try it again. Shot on the way is good. He hit them both. And now the house will come back in, and Ginter will get a rest. Nice job by Jake Ginter. 28-11. Amery with the lead here in the first half. 1:08 to go. The Chieftains will bring her down. Brian Olsen moving across on the left side, picked up by Wilhelm. Goes to Jared Haas. Haas taking a look out on top. That is Dan Grimsrud to Olsen. Guarded closely by Wilhelm. In the lane he goes. Nice driving layup. Missed rebound. Fought for the rebound. Tipped into the hands of Lindee by the house. A lead pass to Wilhelm into the front court near side. Out on top, Lindee right side to Fredrickson to Koppinger. Far corner. He'll fake and now has to clear it out to Fredrickson. To Lindee with 37 seconds to go. To Koppinger, right side, Fredrickson. Three-point attempt on the way short. Rebound, Koppinger in the lane. Given off to Fredrickson, coming down the baseline, and Fredrickson takes it in for two.
Nice pass by Koppinger that time. Just
wow.
Dished it right off.
Good comment. He's a heady ball player. 30-11. Amery way out in front now. 19 seconds to go first half. The Chieftains in the front court. Jared Haas goes to Grimsrud. Right side, Olsen. Olsen, pull-up jump shot blocked by Lindee. Picked out of the air by Wilhelm. Almost taken away by Dunham. And it'll be Wilhelm across on the right side. 5 seconds. Long three-point attempt. Missed the homework. Fredrickson goes out of bounds to get it. But he touches the wall. And the Chieftains will have 1 second to throw it in. Jared Haas will throw it in. And it'll be Olsen from the backcourt. Shot on the way is no good. And our halftime score. The Amery Warriors 30. And the Osceola Chieftains 11, and we're back to talk about it after this 2-minute timeout. Again, things as the inbound pass goes to Brian Olsen, and the Chieftains set things up offensively to Haas. Near side to Johnson, down low to Dunham, fadeaway jump shot put up, missed rebound pulled down by Jared Haas. He'll try it, had it blocked, no good, but Dunham with a muscle rebound, and Dunham gets two. So there's a contrast as the Chieftains score on their first possession. And Amery's Koppinger brings it down, tries to drive the right side, and got tied up with the basketball. Fortunately for Amery, it goes off the leg of Ryan Johnson and out of bounds to Amery on the baseline. Inbound pass from Wilhelm to the house. Near side, Wilhelm in three-point range, does not go. Goes inside to the big guy. Left alone, shot too hard. Ginter with the rebound, puts it up good.
Nice follow by Ginter once again, that time putting the ball back up there.
All right, the Chieftains down quickly after the shot by Ginter. Olser, check that. Zach Floyd takes it from the near side, and we're looking at a completely different ball game here now as both teams have scored on their opening possessions. Actually, the Chieftains have scored twice. So it's 32-15, Amery by 17. Amery in the front court. Ginter, check that. It is Brotzel who took it from Koppinger. Tried a shot from the left side. No good, but a foul will be called on Brian Olsen. Are they going to call a foul or a jump ball?
I don't think they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a ball out of bounds in Amery's ball.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
It is a jump ball. It'll be Amery's possession from the baseline. Wilhelm to throw it in. It goes to Koppinger, left side of the key. Tried to go inside to the house. Batted away by the Chieftains. Picked up by Brotzel, top of the key. Amery's basketball, left side to Koppinger. Looking inside, gets Ginter. And he has to come out of there with it. And Olser, check that. Johnson all over him. Giving off to Koppinger, left side. One dribble, and now a hack on the wrist by... Wait a minute. They've called the house for a foul. And I saw a foul out high on the left. Johnson is not called, but the house is. And let's take a look. That's number one on the big guy. So it is 32-15, Amery by 17, 6:41 to go third quarter.
Interesting call. Somebody must have made a comment to somebody.
Well, apparently it's a technical. And I shouldn't say apparently. It is a technical foul. And so Zach Floyd will step to the line for the Osceola Chieftains. And he misses on the front end. He will try it again. Fredrickson. The second one made by Floyd is good. Give him 5 on the evening. Now Fredrickson comes in and the house will take a rest. And the Chieftains will have it from the far side. Jared Haas will throw it in from across the way. 32-16. Amery's lead cut to that much. Inbound pass goes to Ryan Johnson. Taking his time. Comes across on the right side. Picked up by Wilhelm. To Floyd down low. That is Olsen. Baseline jump shot. In and out. Rebound. Pulled away by Brotzel. Amery's basketball. They're all over Brotzel. Taken away by Dunham. Dunham scoots around. Tried the shot. No good. Blocked nicely by Brotzel. Picked up by Koppinger. The foul by Haas on the far side. Jared Haas picks up number 1. Amery will throw it in again. 6:22 to go in the third quarter, and things have really heated up here. Ginter to throw it in. It'll go to Wilhelm on the near side. A trap awaits him as Johansen picks him up quickly. Now they go to Brotzel. Into the front court to Fredrickson. Gives off to Wilhelm coming across on the left side. Picked up by Ryan Johnson. Near side. Wilhelm still with the dribble. Goes in the lane. Had the ball stripped by Johnson. And he's fouled by Wilhelm. Nice play by Ryan Johnson. And Marcus Wilhelm picks up number 3. Well, timeout's going to be called here. And Coach Steve Wilhelm looks a little disgusted with the referee. Or I should say with the officiating. I'm not going to say the referee. But it's 32-16 Amery by that much. We're back in 1 minute. Jerry Haas will throw it in from the baseline. And it goes to Brian Olsen. With 6 minutes to go, third quarter, Amery leading by 16. Olsen across coming near side. Ryan Johnson in three-point range does not go. Guarded by Wilhelm. On top is Zach Floyd. Right side, Haas. Looking down low to Dunham. Tipped away by Fredrickson. Pulled out of the air by Ginter. Given off to Wilhelm. Well, Amery, if they score on this possession, it could set a stage here. Fredrickson goes down low to Koppinger, far corner, guarded by Floyd. Toward the lane he goes, gets by, puts one up, and it's going to be no good. Rebound, Ginter will muscle it up there good. What a play by Ginter.
Absolutely, excellent rebound, and then he went up real strong to put it back up in there again.
All right, 13 points for Ginter now. 34-16 Amery by that much as Johnson brings her down against Wilhelm. Gives off to Zach Floyd high on the right side. Inside to Dunham. Tried to split the defense. Lost his footing. Picked up by Wilhelm to Ginter to Wilhelm. And Marcus against Johnson will bring it across on the near side. Down low they go near side to Brotzel. Guarded by Olsen. Dips down low to Ginter. He lays it up there good as it went over the top of Haas. And Ginter now with 15. 36-16, Amery by 20. The Warriors responding. The Chieftains in the front court go to Ryan Johnson. Three-point attempt from their side is no good. On the rebound, a jump ball called. The Chieftains will have it from the baseline as Dan Grimsrud will come back in. Now the house and Matt Lindee coming in for Amery. Ginter coming out for a well-deserved rest, as is the case with Marcus Wilhelm. 4:45 to go, third quarter. Well, Ryan Johnson will throw it in from under the hoop. And it'll go far corner to Dunham, left alone momentarily. Fredrickson on him. They whip it around the perimeter. Find Johnson near side. Baseline, no. He tried to go inside to Grimsrud. Tipped out of there. Picked up by Johnson. Into the hands of Floyd. On top they go to Olsen. Back this way. Zach Floyd. Alley-oops to Grimsrud. On the baseline, trying to go over the house. Cannot. Threw it away. Into the hands of Matt Lindee. What a read by Matt Lindee. 36-16, Amery by 20. The Warriors with the basketball. Left side to go to Fredrickson. Almost taken away by Grimsrud. He went out of bounds, tipped it into the hands of Lindee. To Fredrickson down low. The house is there. Goes down. Wow! Unbelievable. The house came in, tried the shot, just got hammered, and about a 2-second delay on the call down low.
I think all the fans called that one. The ref finally realized he maybe better blow the whistle. Jeez.
Well, Andy Dunham called for number 2. The house going to the line. He has done well there tonight. Or not tonight. This is his first trip. He's done well this year. And as I mentioned that, he hits the first one. So give him 3. Well, the house is averaging 16.5 points per game coming in here tonight and held to 3 points thus far. The second one is on the way, and it is no good. The rebound off the hands of Grimsrud. It'll be out of bounds to Amery. And a good call by the official. 4:11 to go, third quarter. 37-16, Amery by 21. Lindee to throw it in, goes to Koppinger near side. To the house. He goes around Dunham. A fadeaway jump shot on the baseline. Good, and there's that touch. 5 points now for the house. 39-16. Well, I'm sure the Osceola fans did not think they'd be seeing anything like this. The Osceola Chieftains really cold from the floor in the front court. Johnson trying to go inside to Dunham. A call on Maya Fredrickson as he stuck a hand in there trying to take the throw away from Dunham. So Maya now picks up number 3. And the Chieftains again will throw it in from the baseline underneath their own hoop this side. 3:50 to go, third quarter. Inbound pass to Dunham. Down the baseline he comes and puts one in uncontested. So Dunham now with 7. 39-18, Amery. Koppinger across on the left side. Gives off to Lindee. Down low to Fredrickson, far corner. Guarded by Grimsrud. To Brotzel. Three-point attempt from the corner. No good. Rebound tipped around. Pulled away by Dunham. On the run into the front court. Andy with the basketball. Gives off to Floyd. Three-point attempt is no good. Rebound Fredrickson for Amery. He'll clear it out to Lindee. Lindee moves into the front court as Ginter and Wilhelm get ready to come back in. And some scrambling, and the ball loose. And we've got a foul called on Ryan Johnson as he almost had a steal, picked up, and trying to get it back, he commits a foul. So number 1 on Ryan Johnson. And Amery will have it from out of bounds across the way. They lead at 39-18 over Osceola. 3:10 to go as Fredrickson will throw it in. And it goes far side to Wilhelm. Wanted to go for 3, steps by. Jump shot on the way. No good. Rebound. Ginter almost had it taken away by Grimsrud. Given off to Brian Olsen. The Chieftains on the run into the front court. Nice pass near side to Johnson. He got down low. Tried the shot off the glass. No good. Ginter with the rebound. Given off to Wilhelm. Marcus across on the near side. Left alone out high. Right side of the key. Zach Floyd on him now. And we've got a foul inside. Somebody trying to get some room, but it could be Dunham.
It is. He's definitely pushing all over on the house underneath the basket there. And
number 3 on Andy Dunham down low. 39-18 Amery still. They'll have it from the baseline. Well, he might be coming out for a rest now. Number 13 checking in for the first time. That is Matt Haas, the 6-foot sophomore. And it is Ryan Johnson coming out of there. Inbound pass. Let's see. Wilhelm will go out on top to Meyer Fredrickson. Down low to the near corner, Matt Lindee. Bounce pass into Ginter. Fadeaway jump shot. Missed. Rebound. Matt Haas has his first rebound. The Chieftains into the front court. 3-point attempt by Floyd. No good. Rebound. Dunham muscled it away from Lindee, and he's fouled by Matt Lindee on the rebound. So Matt picks up number 1.
Well, that's an interesting call there, too. I don't know. But we need to have the refs kind of control a little bit of the game here, I guess. Put it that way.
Definitely so. Inbound pass goes to Dunham by himself. Out on top, they find Olsen right side. Matt Haas holding on. Matt Haas had a good JV game. Here is a drive by Olsen. Out on top to Floyd. 3-point attempt. Missed. Rebound. Ginter with a rebound. Wilhelm in the front court by himself, but the defense catches up. Underneath, they go to the House. Off the glass, his shot is good. Nice pass inside, and House takes advantage of it. 41-18 Amery. As the Chieftains come down, they throw it away. Amery's defense all over the place. And number 25 now coming in, that's Ben Olsen. 41-18 with 1:58 to go, third quarter. Well, here comes Matt Lindee across for Amery, and that big lead. 23 points. Marcus Wilhelm high on the left side, goes in the paint to Ginter. He tried to go around the defense, but he's called for traveling. And the Chieftains will get it back. Ben Olsen will throw it in with 1:46 to go, third. Inbound pass to Zach Floyd. Number 21 with the glasses brings it across on the right side. To Matt Haas, trying to go inside to Ben Olsen. Tipped away by the House, picked up off the floor by Matt Lindee. Into the front court they come. Down low he goes, and before he gets there, a foul called on Matt Haas, I believe, number 13. And that is the call, his first in the ball game. And that will give Amery the ball from the baseline with 1:30 to go. Well, you know, the complexion of the game changed as we got going in the second half, and now we're kind of back to square one again. As the inbound pass goes to the House, Amery scoring well, but it started out rather smoothly. A high up-tempo game to get things going here in the second half. As I mentioned, that the Chieftains down, they try a shot, and it's blocked by the House out of bounds to the Chieftains. And now Brotzel, along with Koppinger, Mike Johansen, and Tony Gagnon coming in for the first time. Inbound pass from the baseline goes to Floyd. He rolls one up there off the glass. Nice shot by Zach Floyd. He connects with that, give him 7. It's now 43-20 Amery with 1:05 to go, third quarter. Gagnon with the ball first time, goes down low to Brotzel. Fadeaway jump shot, no good. The rebound pulled out of the air by Ben Olsen. Given off to Brian Olsen across on the right side. 3-point attempt on the way is no good. Rebound taken away by the House. Nice rebound by the House. To Koppinger into the front court. He had to chase it down. Goes to the top of the key, batted away by Grimsrud. Lead pass for Grimsrud, who tipped it into the hands of Matt Haas. He caught up to it, feeds the paint, shot put up and good by Ben Olsen.
Did a good job finding the open man again there and getting it to him for that nice shot.
43-22, Amery by 21. Koppinger has the basketball, goes to Brotzel. Brotzel, guarded by Brian Olsen, comes across the near side, gives off to Gagnon, looking down low. On top, Brotzel, left side, Koppinger, 15 seconds to go to close out the quarter. On top, it is the House. Koppinger in the lane, dumps down low. Gagnon there, tried to get by the defense. They'll call it for traveling. Well, he drew Grimsrud, and Grimsrud landed on him, but
shoulder ball.
Landed on him and knocked him off his feet, so he had to take an extra step to call the traveling on him.
Well, as we mentioned that, Grimsrud comes down and does not get to the paint. And we've got a foul called at the post with 2 seconds to go. Number 32 called. 42. That would be Mike Johansen. I could have swore I saw only 3. Mike Johansen picks up number 1. The alley-oop from the baseline goes to Ben Olsen. A shot, no good, and time runs out. Our third quarter score, Amery 43. The Chieftains 22. We're back in 1 minute. Again, everyone, Bill Hague along with Ray Norston and Mike Jensen from Osceola, where the Amery Warriors enjoy a big lead here with just a quarter to go, 43-22.
By the way, before we get going, I got to say hi to our favorite fan out there. Dad's out there listening on the radio again tonight. And last Friday night we had him in the old what do you call it? The Sports Palace, I guess you call it, back in Amery. But we had him out to the game, and I think he thoroughly enjoyed it. He'd like to see us, not let them get back in the game on Friday. But it's too bad he's not here tonight to watch this one.
Well, he can watch it, of course, and I had a moment to chat with him, and he's always a lot of fun to talk to, and very good-natured, and he must have been very competitive, and apparently it was passed along. Is that correct, Ray? Or?
Well, yeah, he was a little competitive. You might say he likes to win, put it that way. Kind of like Mr. Jensen over here.
And as we mentioned that, Amery took an inbound pass, and nice strip by Brian Olsen from Gabe Brotzel as they bring it down. Everybody out of control here. Well, I'll tell you, a lot of take-for-granted passes on the part of Osceola tonight. I'm just not sure that's really indicative of what they've been doing all season long. And as I mentioned that, another errant pass taken away by Amery on the inbound pass. Mike Johansen with a nice job. And Amery throws it away as they try to bring it across with a long pass to Brotzel on the far side, tipped out of bounds by Brian Olsen. And Amery will have it from across the way. 7:40 to go in the ball game. 43-22. Amery by 21 points. Inbound pass goes to Mike Johansen. Out near the timeline, gives off to Tony Gagnon, drives down the right side to Brotzel, tried the shot, actually knocked away, picked up by Ben Olsen, given off to Ryan Johnson, to Brian Olsen, down low, the shot in the front court, no good to rebound. Zach Floyd, he puts it up there, missed, rebound tipped around, pulled out of the air by who? Ryan Johnson on a foul call down low. Wow, a lot of quick action, and no points coming. Well, apparently it's going to be called against who?
Andy Dunham, it's number 4, I think. It is.
All right. We'll mark her down, and that'll bring her down to the other end of the court, and Gabe Brotzel will be stepping in for a 1-and-1 with 7:21 to go in the contest. 43-22. If by chance you just tuned in, Amery by 21. Gabe Brotzel, let's take a look now. 10 points on the evening, all coming in the first half. Free throw on the way is good. So Brotzel now with 11. He had 26 against the Blackhawks. The Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks last Friday night at Amery. The second one is on the way, and it is good. So give him 12. And now it's 45-22. Amery with the big lead. The Chieftains down quickly. Brian Olsen tries it for 3 after a backcourt pass. And Olsen hits. So give him 8. As Koppinger brings her down, goes to Brotzel, trying to drive the baseline. Brian Olsen steps in front of him. And Brian will be called for the foul, number 2 on the 6-foot senior. Matt Haas will be coming back in for the Chieftains. Jake Ginter, Marcus Wilhelm, Maya Fredrickson, and Matt Lindee for Amery. The House will get a rest. Koppinger will get a well-deserved rest. Gagnon out of there, and Mike Johansen coming out.
Well, it's kind of nice to see that the coach is able to substitute as freely as that and let a few of the other players get in for a little bit, and I'm sure they'll be back in here again shortly.
As you mentioned, that Brotzel at the line. The free throw is good. So that's 3 in a row now for Gabe Brotzel. 15 points on the night. And Amery leads at 46-25. Brotzel to try it again. Gabe's shot is on the way, and it is good. So 4 in a row, give him 14. And the inbound pass to Ryan Johnson against Matt Lindee, races into the front court. Good job of ball handling, and as he gets down low, he's out of control. Saved by Andy Dunham, who scoots down low, tries it off the glass, and it's good. Well, he can move some people around, and once he's on his way, he's hard to stop, and he got the 2. It's now 47-27, Amery about 20. The Warriors in the front court. Wilhelm out high on the right side. And I think Wilhelm has only gone once tonight, and that was last second shot to close things out from way out was no good. And as we mentioned that, the Warriors lose the ball, only to have it turned back over to them. And as we mentioned that, Ryan Johnson trying to get the ball back from Gabe Brotzel, who ended up with it in the front court. And Ryan Johnson picks up number 2, and that'll send Brotzel to the line once again, shooting 1 and 1.
That's 3 on Johnson, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know that. I know, I hate to say you missed one, but might have somewhere or another.
Apparently, the official scorekeeper missed one.
Yeah.
Brotzel with 5 in a row. So 15 points now for Gabe Brotzel. He had 2 in the first quarter. The second one is on the way. It is good also. So 6 in a row. Give him 16 points. Inbound pass after the free throws goes to Brian Olsen for the Osceola Chieftains across on the near side, picked up by Gabe Brotzel. Right side to go to Zach Floyd. Long three-point attempt, short rebound. Dunham on the far side. He'll try to go around. Everybody does so. Tries the shot, no good, but a foul called on Jake Ginter. And that'll be number 3 on the 6'2" senior from Amery. Ginter with 15 points in this contest. Andy Dunham will step to the line with 6:16 to go in the ball game. Amery leading 49-27. The free throw on the way by Dunham is good. Hit the front of the rim, bounced to the back, and rolled through. So Dunham now with 10.
That's what you call a good touch out there on the ball. It kind of get it to bounce around and go back in like that.
See if he does it again. Second one goes through cleanly, so give him 11. And it's now 49-29, Amery by 20. Lindee into the front court to Brotzel. Dunham comes over, tries to take it away off his hands and out about to Amery, right in front of the Amery cheerleaders. And let's take a look. Maya Fredrickson getting set to throw it in. 6:10 to go in the game. Fredrickson goes to Brotzel. Olsen, Brian Olsen on him immediately. Trying to go through the defense, does so. Gives off to Fredrickson to keep it on the far side. Now on the top, that is Marcus Wilhelm. Marcus taking a look, undecided where he wants to go. One dribble, comes near side to Ginter. Looking down low, nobody there. And he will have to go someplace. Bounce pass to Fredrickson on the baseline. The give and go does not work. Out to Wilhelm, steps by the defense. Jump shot on the way, good by Wilhelm. Marcus hits for the first time. It's now 51-29 Amery. Brian Olsen brings her down quickly for Osceola as Mike Johansen gets ready to come back in. As they go down low, they dish off to Dunham. He puts one up that's good, and Maya Fredrickson, I think, may be called again.
Yes, he is.
So Andy Dunham now has 13 points. Well, the fouls, wait a see now. Did they put that up? I think so. Number 34, it's Gabe Brotzel, called for the second time tonight. And that will put Dunham at the line. Just hit a couple there. First one on the way is good. So Dunham now with 14 points. And with 5:30 to go, Amery leads it 51-32. So it's a 19-point lead. Here's Wilhelm in the front court, racing to the near side. Wow, he really drug his foot that time. He was coming near side and pulled up quickly, and that left foot would not plant. A turnover there, and the Chieftains now would love to score on this possession. Inbound pass goes to Ryan Johnson. Right side, Zach Floyd through his fingertips. He did well to hang on. Out on top, Johnson. That's Ryan with the basketball. On top, Brian Olsen, three-point attempt on the way. It's in and out. Tough break for the Chieftains. And on the rebound, a foul. Is it on Dunham?
It is. That's going to hurt him.
That would be number 5 on Andy Dunham. No, wait a minute. Yes, that's number 5 on Andy Dunham. He's out of the ballgame. Tough break. You could almost kind of feel the Chieftains maybe trying to sneak their way back in there. And now Andy Dunham called for number 5.
Johansen's going to go to the line here and see if he can get on the offensive scoring book here.
14 points for Andy Dunham as he fouls out with 5:06 to go. And Ray, as you mentioned, Mike Johansen, who had a fine JV game tonight, the junior varsity winning 40-35 and getting some valuable playing time in a varsity uniform as he's done all season. Puts the first one through.
It was a nice free throw that time. No hesitation, just put it right up and right straight through.
And let's see if he can do it again. Second one on the way is... It finally goes through.
Right straight through.
That's as dramatic as they come.
Just made about 6 loops around in the process, but it went through.
And as we mentioned that, the Chieftains down quickly, and a two-pointer by Brian Olson from the near side. With that, give him 10. Full court pressure by the Chieftains. And before we can get rid of the basketball on the near side, Mike Johansen had it, trying to go to the house. He got it there, but a foul called on Grimsrud, I believe.
Yep.
And that'll bring her down to the other end of the court, and Mike Johansen will step in once again. Well, they say number 31 guilty of foul. That's Brian Olson. That would be his third. Johansen just hit 2 from the line. This one on the way is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Matt Haas. The Chieftains with the basketball. Amery leads at 53-34. And Ryan Johnson trying to go around Matt Lindee. Well, I'll tell you, Matt didn't do a whole lot. And he draws the fall anyway. And that would be his second in the ball game. And that will send Ryan Johnson to the line shooting 1-1. Well, I don't know. Let's take a look. This game has taken a while. The free throw missed. Rebound comes down to Grimsrud. Clears it out to Olson. Three-point attempt from on top. No good. Rebound off a house. Picked up by Floyd. Out on top to Olson. He wanted to go again. Gives up to Floyd. Three-point attempt from the near side. No good. Rebound comes down to Maya Fredrickson. Into the front court. House waiting. Now he'll go around Floyd. Pulls up and will clear it out to Lindee. Left side who drives in. Tries it off the glass. It's good. What a shot by Matt Lindee. So the Chieftains down quickly as they trail by a lot. They go Floyd near side. Three-point attempt is going to be no good. Rebound pulled down by the house. Stripped of the basketball. Picked up by Matt Haas. He puts it in. Matt Haas scores for the first time. It's now 55-36 as Amery finds Maya Fredrickson in the front court. A long pass, and he capitalizes on the possession. Give him 8. 57-36. Amery by 21. Osceola down quickly. And a three-point shot. Wait a minute, two points. And here we go the other way again. Maya Fredrickson annihilated at the other end of the court as he got a lead pass and was down there by himself. Brian Olson caught up to him, and Maya goes down hard. So Olson will pick up number 4. And Maya Fredrickson will go to the free throw line, but slowly, as Amery leads at 57-38. With 3:45 to go in the ball game, and Tony Gagnon coming in. Well, we're nearing the 64-point mark, Ray Norstead, as Maya steps in.
Well, there's going to be a lot of free throws here down the stretch, and both teams are going to have to do a little better than we've been doing here just as of late.
Maya missing on the front end. And the referee stepping in to make sure he's okay. He says, good enough. The second one is on the way, and it is no good. Rebound fought for, and Grimsrud comes away with it for the Chieftains. Into the front court, near side, Brian Olson, three-point attempt up. No good. Rebound, Floyd. He dribbles out of there. Has to go someplace. Down to the baseline. Matt Haas gets caught. Goes to Olson. On top, Ryan Johnson. Three-point attempt. Good. Ryan Johnson hits it for 3. The ball taken away by the Chieftains on the inbound pass to go to Brian Olson. Three-point attempt is up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Grimsrud. Out to Johnson. On top, Olson. Long three-point attempt is going to be no good. Rebound. The house comes down with it. Will clear it out to the far side to Johansen. Buck gives off to Lindee. Lindee around the defense, and he's fouled by Zach Floyd in the backcourt. Number 2 on Zach Floyd.
They're starting to make this game interesting. They continue to shoot those threes out there. They start to catch fire and make about 4 or 5 of these in a row. It's going to be an interesting game.
Well, the Chieftains, I think, are going to call timeout. 57-41 Amery. We're back in 1 minute. Bill Haig along with Ray Norstead and Mike Jensen as Matt Lindee steps to the line with 3:06 to go, and Amery leading 57-41. A 1-on-1 situation from the free throw line, and Lindee misses. The rebound comes down to Grimsrud. And the Deacons into the front court quickly. Floyd tried it for three. The shot no good, and a foul down low to go against Amery. And the big guy called. Scott the House Jensen called for number 2. And somebody going to the line shooting 1-1. It'll be Matt Haas.
And poor Tony Gagnon got just killed on that play. He came driving in, went right over the top of Tony and just about wiped him out.
It's a 16-point game. At the line, Matt Haas connects. Would that give him 3? Brotzel, Ginter, Wilhelm, and Koppinger coming back in for Amery. Johansen, Gagnon, Fredrickson, and Lindee coming out of there. 2:58 to go in the contest. And Matt Haas taking his time at the free throw line. Now the shot, and it's good. Give him 4. Inbound pass goes to the Brotzel. Pulls up in the back court, needs help. Goes to the House, cross at midcourt. Pulls up top the key. Left side Koppinger. Chip shot on the way. Good by Matt Koppinger. I'll give him time. He'll hit every time. 5 points from Matt. The Chieftains down quickly. Grimsrud goes in the paint, tries a shot. Good. Grimsrud hits for the first time. Amery with the inbound pass to Brotzel. Pulls up in the dribble. Needs help. And before he can get rid of it, control. 59-45. They call it for traveling. So the Chieftains get the basketball back.
Mike Jensen knew that all the way. He called that one the whole time.
Amery's lead cut to 14. Grimsrud was thrown in. Goes to Olsen in the backcourt. 2:32 to go. Olsen drives the right side. Goes down low. Dishes to Matt Haas. His left miss. Gets his own rebound. Tries it again. No good, but he's fouled down low.
Well,
the foul is on Ginter. Now let's take a look. That's number 4 on Jake Ginter. And the score remains the same, 59-45. And Matt Haas stepping to the line. He just hit 2 there a moment ago. 4 points on the evening. And the first one off the front of the rim and no good. Well, he'll try it again. Taking his time, and this one's on the way off the side of the rim. Good. Get the time for the rebound, controlled by Olsen off his fingertips. It should be Amery basketball.
It is.
Good call by the referee, but the hometown fans do not like the call. Well, it was up in the air. Inbound pass goes to Brotzel. He's double teamed, gets off to Wilhelm, and he'll dribble it across into the front court. Almost had it taken away. Goes to Brotzel near side. Brotzel double team to the House down low. Koppinger takes it in the near corner. Dribbles out of there to the House. Far side, Brotzel. Could have gone for 3, did not. Now across the lane to Koppinger on top to Wilhelm. Fakes going left. Now triple teamed, and he's fouled by Ryan Johnson, or is it Floyd? Let's take a look.
Take your pick. There's 3 of them there. Which one do you want?
Ryan Johnson, I'll pick. We'll see if I'm right. After looking at the referee,
yeah,
show 2
right.
fingers.
All right. Maybe you looked up on the scoreboard and finally figured it out.
No. Marcus Wilhelm stepping in. 2 points on the evening. Make it 3. A minute 55 to go, and Amery leads it by 15, 60-45. Second one by Wilhelm is good. Inbound pass, Grimsrud. Lost it, picked up by Ryan Johnson. Into the front court he comes. Tipped, picked away by Ginter. Given off to Wilhelm. To the House. Tipped away by Brian Olsen, but a foul called on Brian Olsen. Number 5 on him. And he is out of the ball game, leaving with 12 points. Well, let's take a look. Number 15 coming back in for the Osceola Chieftains. Jamie Tolzman, a 5'11" junior. And has he been in before? No, I guess not. This will be his first appearance.
Yeah.
Jamie Tolzman. At the line, the House shooting 1-1 for Amery. Free throw missed. Rebound, Grimsrud. The Chiefs into the front court. Grimsrud takes it down low by himself. His shot missed. Rebound comes down to Brotzel. And Amery trying to run into the front court. And Zach Floyd grabs a hold of Gabe Brotzel and gets the worst end of it as he hit the deck and slid into the bleachers on the far side. Zach Floyd picks up number 4. Well, I don't know. It hasn't been pretty from the very start. But Amery has managed 61 points. The Chieftains with 45. And Gabe Brotzel now will try to add to his total at the line. The first one is good. 17 points now for Gabe Brotzel. Averaging 16.5 coming in. Second one missed. Rebound, Grimsrud. Jensen across on the right side for Osceola. Three-point attempt from way out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Grimsrud. Tipped away by Wilhelm. Loose picked up by Johansen. Right side to go to Matt Haas. Down the baseline he comes. Dishes are trying to go to Grimsrud. Knocked out of bounds by Wilhelm. And the Chieftains will have it from the baseline. Number 35 will check in for the first time for Osceola, Chad Palmstein. And also number 43, Jason Haas. Tony Gagnon in there for Amery. Mike Johansen back in. And the Amery fans giving the house and Marcus Wilhelm a well-deserved hand as they come out of there. Inbound pass goes to Grimsrud from the corner. His shot no good. Rebound pulled down. And a shot put up no good by Tolzman. Rebound, Brotzel. Musselin with Tolzman. And they call it a jump ball. Well, it's been a little edgy all night long. Yeah. And Brotzel will be coming out of there as some politicking going on underneath the hoop. A minute 10 to go. Jared Haas is coming back in for the Osceola Chieftains. And Grimsrud coming out of there. 62-45, a 17-point lead for Amery. And Tolzman to throw it in. Right side they go. Shot put up and no good. And on the rebound and off of Tolzman and out of bounds to Amery with a minute 6 to go. Fredrickson in there throws it into Tony Gagnon. To Fredrickson. To Gagnon. In the backcourt to Koppinger, who races across on the left side. Down low they go. Johansen scoots it out to Gagnon and taken away by Tolzman. He'll bring it out by himself. Tried the shot, no good. Rebound to Fredrickson. He cleared it out. Ginter stolen away by Jared Haas. Three-pointer shot, no good. Rebound pulled away and put up and no good by the Chieftains. Fredrickson goes in hard. Got tied up by Jared Haas. And they called it a jump ball. Well, after all that, the officials luck out, I would have to say. As it looked like a jump ball to me all the way.
This is just ugly. A better way to put it.
Well, it's reckless abandon, to say the least. Inbound pass after the jump ball goes to Amery. Gagnon, double team, gets it off to Lindee. Into the front court, Fredrickson waiting, goes to the baseline. Pull up, jump shot on the way, good. That'll maybe slow things down. Fredrickson with 10. 24 seconds to go as Ryan Johnson comes down, trying to lay up, no good. Jared Haas with a rebound. His shot from the baseline, no good. Ball loose underneath. Chased down on the near side. Given off Ryan Johnson. Three-point attempt from the corner, no good. Rebound, Tolzman in the lane, puts it up, and it's good. Tolzman hits for the first time. Inbound pass to Gagnon. He holds on, and they will try to tie him up. And a whistle at the buzzer. No call, and this game is history. The Amery Warriors win it 64-47. Back to talk about it in 2 minutes. 64-47 Amery over the Osceola Chieftains, so they improved to 4-1, and the Osceola Chieftains, picking up their first loss, are now 4-1 as well. Well, let's run down the individual scoring quickly for you and get that out of the way. Marcus Wilhelm finished the game with 4. He picked up 3 fouls. Gabe Brotzel, a nice evening, 17 points and 2 fouls. Matt Koppinger with 5, picking up 2 fouls. Jake Ginter, an excellent night, 15 points and 4 fouls. And Scott the House Jensen held to 9, picking up 2 fouls. Coming off the bench, Maya Fredrickson with 10 points in the contest, 3 fouls. Matt Lindee with 2 points, 2 fouls. Mike Johansen with 2 points, 1 foul. And Tony Gagnon with no points and no fouls. Looking at the Osceola Chieftains, Ryan Johnson finished the game with 4 points. He picked up 3 fouls. Zach Floyd with 7 points, picking up 4 fouls. Brian Olson fouled out with 1:45 to go, leaving the game with 12 points. Andy Dunham fouled out with 5:06 to go in the game and left with 14 points. Jared Haas, the other starter, did not score and picked up 1 foul. Coming off the bench, Jason Haas with no points, no fouls. Dan Grimsrud with 2 points, no fouls. Ben Olson with 2 points, 1 foul. Matt Haas with 4 points, 1 foul. Jamie Tolsman, 2 points and no fouls. And Chad Palmstein with no points, no fouls. Well, Amery led at 9-4 after 1, 30-11 at the half, 43-22 after 3, and again, the final 64-47. Well, I know Coach Steve Wilhelm will be up, but before we get some more post-game comments, let's go back now for this timeout. We'll be back briefly. Well, let's move to Ray Norstead now, and I don't know how you want to sort this out, but it was pretty much status quo all the way through, and it wasn't real pretty, but unbelievably, Ray Norstead, you are quite a prognosticator. Amery finishes with 64 points.
Well, I told you we need to have 64 to win, and we managed to get that. So it's always nice to come out with a win, but it wasn't a pretty basketball game, as you mentioned. The refs just let it go too far, and both teams having a little trouble trying to get any kind of routine back and forth. And it's good to have this one over. It's good to have another win for the Warriors, I guess. As we look down the road, we got St. Croix coming up this weekend, and then River Falls, and then we get a little Christmas break. So it's always nice to get another win. I can't say anything else. I think that our kids just they did good enough to win, but they could have done a whole lot better. And but then when you have refereeing like that and they let things go, you have trouble. Nothing you can say about it.
All right. Thank you very much, Ray. Mike Jensen.
Well, I thought 4th and 1 was pretty good there a couple of times. But I think a couple things happened. I think Osceola is very physical. Maybe they get away with that sometimes. And tonight it was body flying all over. Being a football fan, and I thought it was an interesting one time. But I know the coaching staff doesn't think that's so great. But anyway, it's a nice win. It wasn't pretty at times, but they count as a win anyway.
Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen, and we'll be back with Amery coach Steve Wilhelm, and we come back after this timeout. On with us now, Amery coach Steve Wilhelm, and first of all, Coach, as we normally do after a win, we say congratulations. So congratulations on another win here in the early season.
Well, thanks, Bill. I thought it was important that we came out and played well early because this was a good basketball team we played tonight, and I was concerned with their athleticism and their three-point shooting. They shoot the ball well from the perimeter. So I thought defensively we did a great job in the first half holding them to 11 points. A good team and you can shut them down. I was a little disappointed. I thought we had some easy opportunities to really finish them off early had we scored, in the first half yet, and then came out in the second half. And no matter how much you talk about it, those first 3 minutes in the third quarter are so important, and we came out a little flat. And they were pumped up, ready to play. And we almost let them get back in the game. So I was pleased, though, that we got a run when it was down to 15. We pushed it back up to 22, 23, and then we just played out the string. You guys already talked about the refereeing. There's no sense talking about that. But it was good for us at least to understand that there are going to be nights like that, and you have to adjust to what's happening on the floor. And at times we didn't grab the ball very strongly, got knocked out of our hands, or we tried to dribble too much and we lost it. So in a way, this was good for us to at least see some of those things now in a game that, we had pretty well under hand.
All right, coming in, I think the way the game was played, quite in contrast maybe to what you expected, but they're a very physical team. Of course, Andy Dunham and company, Andy, a very physical person, and it was a little rough out there. So what a team can lay out doesn't necessarily prevail, I guess is the word we'll use here. And so you had to do what you could do to win, and a low-scoring first quarter and part of the second quarter, but you got things rolling, everybody contributing, good, well-balanced scoring once again. That's been status quo this year.
Well, and I think it will be a lot when you get into a more of a motion game, a lot of up and down. House made some nice long passes there to get us out of trouble. We made some easy baskets or got fouled easily. And, one thing that we still are a little struggling with is the free throw line. We still, for good shooters, haven't buried people there, and we need to work on that. There's nothing you can do to work on it. I mean, you're a good shooter, you get to the line, and you don't make it. I mean, we've got to do a better job with that. But I thought our rebounding was better tonight. We rebounded much better, and I was pleased with that because that was a deficit. After 4 games, we had been out-rebounded by 3 rebounds, and we'd won 3 of those games. And that's not good. That's not a good sign. So that was better tonight. So a lot more positives tonight than negatives, and that's good. We got 2 non-conference games left before Christmas, and I told the kids we want to keep getting better each night now. We don't want to rest and go step back. We want to step forward and keep working harder each day in practice, and I think we will. This is a good group, and I think they want it pretty bad.
Well, on the road tonight, and of course, you mentioned the non-conference games yet to be played here. And we'll be going to St. Croix Falls as well as River Falls. So we'll get those out of the way, and then when the first of the year comes around, we're at home for a while.
Yeah, and that's kind of nice, and it's pretty warm out right now. It's not bad, but Saturday night will be a good test for us, too, because, we haven't played St. Croix, and they handled us pretty well last year. And so I think we want a little payback time for some of those teams that got us last year. Unity and Osceola and St. Croix, all teams are going to come into our league next year. So we'd like to make sure that, we play well against those people.
All right, Coach, well, we'll let it go at that. Congratulations on the win once again, and we'll see you Saturday night as you travel to St. Croix Falls.
Good.
Amery coach Dave Wilhelm, and we'll be back with Osceola coach Jim Martell right after this 1 minute.